only thing with the White Sox, I say they've been coasting into the playoffs, and Tampa Bay's been having to win. It just depends on who gets hot.
The Philadelphia Eagles do have an opportunity.
To be honest, I thought you were going to say the Atlanta Falcons.
No, fuck no.
Oh god, yeah, that would have been warranted.
Paul George to show up again, and they need Reggie Jackson to be the best point guard left standing outside of Trae Young, who's hurt.
What is going on? We are back with another episode. This time, instead of Monday night and Wednesday night, it is Thursday night football. There's a barn burner rolling right now. I don't know if it's a dumpster fire or a barn burner, but something's on fire, and it's on Thursday night football.
It might be a good game.
It
might start close, but it might be terrible.
It's not, but we're here. This is MB3. I'm T-Bone, as always, with my good friend, Mr. Keith.
Yes. In
the Arizona heat. How are you doing, friend?
80 degrees today. Beautiful day. Living life here, you know.
It was about 59 to about 63
yeah,
today.
I saw it went up a little bit. It
was beautiful. It was a beautiful day today.
Prime fall weather. I see that.
Playoff baseball weather. Fall baseball.
This game sucks.
You know, I just got a question.
Yes.
I showed you the video.
Yes.
And I know people in the world, they know about the Yankee roll call.
Yeah.
Allegedly. Some people I asked had never seen it before.
Really?
I don't know why my TikTok algorithm hates me. Because I see it about every other week.
Wow. I've seen it a few times too.
It is the corniest shit I've ever seen in sports. Like, I don't know if it's because the guy who does it looks like the biggest dork in the world, but like,
quite possibly,
or like the way he stands is like he's like stretched between like two bleachers and his legs up, like, yo, let's do the roll call, and he starts like clapping, and I don't know if it's just the way he moves or his face. But it makes the roll call the worst thing in sports. So I guess I'm going to parlay that. What is a tradition in sports that you think is overhyped or overrated?
Tradition. I mean,
Lambeau
Leap, probably.
No.
If you're talking about roll call. I mean, at least they're like, you know, they get all the players' attention. So I think it's pretty cool, that fact. I'm not a hater on it.
Yeah, but it's the guy. You're right.
I think it's because it's the Yankees you don't like it.
I don't mind the Yankees. No, I don't like the Yankees.
Oh, so you were going crazy for Judge and Stanton going back-to-back like an hour ago.
Would have been great. Like, I'm just saying, I think it's the guy who performs the roll call that pisses me off, that puts a nasty taste. Like, I would give me a Skull.
Oh,
give me a Lambeau Leap. Give me Sweet Caroline. Give me.
See, I love all the college traditions. So those.
Yeah, those are all fine. Those are, you know, Enter Sandman. Those are all good.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I just think the Yankees. That one sucks. I'm not. So, are you really going to say the most overrated one is Lambeau Leap? That's absurd.
No, probably not. You know what? Ooh. I'm going to say it. Most overrated one is probably just simply the seventh inning stretch.
Okay, that's just a general sports tradition. I like this.
But that's what you're talking about. And I think that's a little overrated. I think everyone loves it, but I think we need to change it up a little. I think we need to get a little different.
Okay.
You know, America's pastime, I get it, but that one's a little overrated for me.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. How do you feel about the firemen and the Jets? That guy's a weak. I don't.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's
like, a good one.
Also, New York. Also, New York. So, is it just we don't like New York people?
Maybe it's just weirdos in New York.
Weirdos in New York, right?
Yeah.
Like weirdos in Florida. Fun to read about. Love those weirdos. New York, think they're hot, pretentious. Oh my God, my rent's $18,000 for a 1,500, like a 15 square foot apartment. Like
New Yorkers think they're better than everyone. So
They have rats bigger than babies out there. No one cares about New York.
I would say it's just the fact that they get the players' attention during the roll call. Like if the players ignored them, then it would be terrible. I mean, this would be the worst thing.
Yeah, but they even do like Judge does this like this, like Rizzo does this, like man, I think it's the guy who starts it. If it was like a cooler looking dude, but this guy just looks like a fucking dork in New Balance.
You know what I hate about the Yankees so much? That you're required to clean shave. That I don't hate that.
Well, I wish they would have like a guy like that be there and just be like, no, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, yeah, right. What are you gonna say?
What are you gonna do?
You're cut.
Like, what are you gonna do?
Like, what if Aaron Judge turned around the other day and I bet it's in their contracts. I'm pretty sure it is.
Probably no, because I don't think it is.
It has to be. Why would they do that all year?
I think it's more like a tradition thing. You know, that might be the worst like
there you go.
Tradition in sports.
There you go. That one I would take over the roll call being horrible.
Yeah, I'm willing to bet like, hey, like can we try a new roll call guy and see if I like it? Oh, it is okay. It is a requirement. I thought they got rid of the actual requirement. It's now just tradition based.
No, it's.
But I wish like a Scott Boras client would just be like, "No, we're not. No, take it out. Take it out. I'm not fucking doing it." Like, or he's the one guy.
Scott Boras is another topic.
He kind of fucked all of his clients. By the way.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
Bell didn't get a good deal. Montgomery didn't get a good deal. Bellinger got an okay deal, and it's going to work out because he's probably not going to opt out this year.
Right.
And the Cubs will get him back for like 20-some mil, which if he plays the way he does, it's not like an awful thing. And he's not going to go chase the bag because he won't.
Look at Jordan Montgomery.
Right? God. Snell wasn't great for a little bit, but he figured it out.
Yeah. No, Snell was great, but that's the thing. Snell should have been, if it didn't take so long, Snell probably would have been a Cy Young guy.
Hey, unrelated, why the fuck is Kendra Miller in the football game and not Alvin Kamara?
This game is a preseason game, like you said. It is a preseason game.
I did say that. I did say this is basically a preseason game. These
under
guys,
by far is probably the best play here.
I'm surprised the field goal kicker made a kick. But
yeah, I don't know. Kamara played one play and now he's just out.
That's cool. Yeah, that's cool. I really love that. I love that for my fantasy team. And now a fumble. Thanks, Spencer. Wow, thanks, Spence. I always knew you were a piece of shit from QB1. You suck. Okay, baseball. Let's get back to a little bit. Who do you got?
Yeah, let's do it. We gotta pick it up here quickly.
And we're in the NLCS and the ALCS. NLCS, who you got?
ALCS right now, I mean, this is a sweep to me. I mean, the Guardians and the Yankees are not even, and I know I'm saying that as the Yankees are up 5-3 in the bottom of the ninth with 2 outs and 2 strikes, up 2-0 in the series.
Right.
But I mean, this is men versus boys. It's like it's literally the pay set, the salaries of each of these teams is showing, and it's not even close.
And it's like the Guardians' magic has kind of run out. They're just not going to. They can't compete.
Well, you think the funny part about that is like the teams with the lower payrolls, like the Brewers and the Guardians,
Cubs.
They had these big, great closers, right? Clase's blown 2. He just blew this game tonight in the 8th to Judge and Stanton.
Yucky.
And then Devin Williams blew his save. So
Hader blew his save. Granted, not small market, but
but he did too.
Just closers. Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of sad. I hate it, but man, the baseball world is going to get a freaking ginormous World Series. Ratings.
New York Dodgers is probably everyone's worst nightmare. No one wants a Dodgers Yankees.
Fox does.
Fox does, but the people don't. And the people don't want a New York World Series either.
I know. Well, that's what I'm saying. This is what we're headed for. It's going to be either Yankees. It's going to be Yankees and Mets, or we're going to get Yankees Dodgers. I mean, it's probably going to be electric either way. I still don't see the Yankees winning this. I feel like it's crazy. They've just had like an easy road. Like they
Kind of.
played the Royals and then they played Cleveland.
No one with real firepower in their lineup.
I mean, and the AL Central teams, nothing against them, but like, I mean, the White Sox were the worst team ever, and 3 of them made the playoffs. And like, oh my God. As I said that, the Guardians just hit a 2-run home run with 2 outs to tie the game in the 9th.
Oh my God! What? What the fuck just happened? You know what? Cleveland's coming back to sweep.
I retract all statements I just made about Cleveland.
Yep. So who do you
Yankees?
likely Yankees. Do you think Mets
I think the NL team wins. I really do.
Yeah, that's if I have to have anyone win it, I'd rather it be the Dodgers because I like Freddie Freeman. Shohei's fun. That's about it. Mookie is fine. I have no problem with Mookie. I hate the Yankees, but maybe this happens and Juan Soto comes to the Cubs. That'd be sweet. So likely, no, not likely. Likely, he probably goes back to like the Dodgers. But
I think my pick is the Dodgers. I think they have too much firepower, and the teams left don't have enough pitching to stop it. I think the Mets have a chance. But I really think the Dodgers have too much firepower in their lineup. I know that's not a
right.
Not
that's not like a surprise.
But they have too much firepower in their lineup, and the pitching like that's left in the playoffs right now is just not up to par to hold down.
No.
The Dodgers, and it's going to extras now. like you're looking at like the Yankees right now. Their closer tonight was Luke Weaver.
Stud.
Until he gave up a grenade.
Not great.
My God. Yeah, but like, you know what I mean? It's just like those guys. Are you expecting those guys to like for the Yankees to get like go through the heart of the order in the 9th, like Teoscar Hernandez, Mookie, and like Ohtani or Freeman?
Do you trust the Dodgers to do that with?
Yeah, they don't have good pitching either. That's a great point.
I'm like,
we could bet the over every game if that happens.
Soto, Stanton, Judge, or Mookie, Freeman, Shohei. Like,
I mean, it'll be fireworks either way with the pitching the way it is. It'll be fireworks, and there'll be star power and big hits, which will make it very exciting.
You know what's going to happen? We're gonna say that, and then they're gonna set the record for like lowest amount of runs scored in a World Series.
Yeah, you know what's going to happen? The Mets and the Guardians are going to come back, and it's
still going to be New York team. It's going to be Mets, Cleveland. Ugh.
Yeah,
that sounds nasty. No one wants. Definitely, no one wants that.
Mets win tonight. I think they could win the series. I think it's going to go all the way. But yeah, I'm kind of on the NL side. I can't see the Yankees winning unless Aaron Judge goes crazy, which is very possible.
It's not out of the realm of possibility. But
yeah,
that's enough.
And you'll see the roll call in the World Series potentially.
I will.
I think Fox will show it too.
Find a cliff in GTA and drive off. In GTA, not in real life, but we got a game to get to.
Yes.
So let's pull it up. Here we are. Oh, I don't know which one looks better.
I think that's.
I like
good.
that.
You like this? I like the other one.
You like this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, because we're not going to clip this anyway.
Yeah, we're zoomed in.
Yep. Boom. Okay.
Dude,
let's go. Okay.
Left, this is on the right.
Yep. This is very normal. This is
easy.
This is the easy mode.
Okay.
We've done a lot of quarterbacks. I'm thinking a wide receiver.
Olave.
I refuse. How about? Okay, I'm gonna let you pick. Okay. Between the two, Cooper Kupp, Puka Nacua. Give me a Rams wide receiver, or a different guy in that room. Demarcus Robinson.
That's the one I was thinking of. Yeah, like that. Cooper Kupp apparently is going to come back this week.
Okay, so we have wide receiver. Okay.
Under
in
15.
the NFC. Okay.
Malik Neighbors.
Malik
Just
Nabers.
because I think his number's low. Is it low?
1. So it's like 2 or 3.
Right. Very low.
Roma Dunze? Or no, DJ Moore? DJ Moore.
Yeah, there could be a bunch of.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
DJ Moore's
2
shorter,
or it's 2 or 3.
Yeah.
It's number 2 or 3.
Yeah, do DJ Moore. He's shorter too. It's under 6 foot.
It's got to be it. Boom. Whatever.
Oh my God.
That's just ball knowledge right there. Unlimited hard. Oh, this was the one that we did a while ago. No, I don't want unlimited hard. I just want to go to the daily hard. Play daily.
That's quite the pull too.
Okay, well, I don't know why I did this, but okay. So this was
Harrison Smith. Oh wait,
this is the same one for. Oh wait, what?
Oh, they changed it on.
Oh, they changed it. Okay. And still, wide receiver, NFC. Weird.
Okay.
We get a double dip. Okay, give me a different Rams. Give me different Ram. Well,
he's tall though. That's not a Ram.
Isn't Cooper Kupp like 6'1"?
I thought he was shorter. No.
No, he's not Wes Welker.
Oh, I guess. I mean, you could try it. We make it the division.
We get the NFC. He's in the West.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Ball knowledge. Okay,
I think you're cheating the game at that point because that was your first guy you said.
If we do this right the first time, we fucking get it.
Yeah, the first try.
Dialed it. Okay. I didn't want to play unlimited hard. We're daily hard. Okay.
It's daily hard. Okay. Harrison
hard.
Smith. Start with a safety. Let's get weird.
Offensive player in the North.
So he's in the NFC.
NFC, not the North. The NFC.
Okay. Yeah.
Very well. I wonder about an O lineman. How about an NFC South offensive lineman?
I was thinking Zach Tom for the Packers, but it's not
Cesar Ruiz, center for the. Okay, I don't know what that means. I don't know why
he's on offense. I think he's on offense.
What that means. Okay, you're right. My bad. I know what that means.
And in the NFC,
East or West?
Dude, he's over 6'4".
It's gotta be like a tight end, right?
Who the fuck is that big?
Big ass tight ends or wide receivers. Is there like a Megatron out there?
I'm trying to think. Well, the only one I would think of would be T. Higgins, but T. Higgins is not in the NFC.
No, he's not. East and West. Is CD that big? CD's not that big.
No.
And his number's higher, so it's got to be okay.
Vikings have no one. Lions have no one that big, unless it's like Sam Laporta. How big?
Well, it's not. Well, no, it's not. It's not North or South, East or West.
That's right. Okay, let's go.
So we got East. Got Goddard. Is like Bellinger the Daniel Bellinger, the tight end for the Giants, that big? Let's do that.
Try that.
That's a big motherfucker.
That would be a pull and a half.
Okay. We're in the East and we're tight end.
He's literally 6'5".
Okay, who's a 6'5" tight end in the East? Not Daniel Bellinger.
Zach Ertz?
Ertz
is with the commies.
He is 6'5". Oh my god.
That's crazy. It's not him.
And because look at this all still worked. He was 6'5".
Jake Ferguson. Jake Ferguson.
No, he's too young. No.
Jake Ferguson.
He's old. Ferguson's.
It is Jake Ferguson.
No, it
is Jake Ferguson.
No, I don't think they'll look at the age. Okay, close.
Fuck.
Close.
Just because his number was higher than 86.
Okay, let's do the other. Okay, the last one we got is Dallas Goedert.
Yeah. And he's 88. Okay.
Bang. Bang, bang.
Wow, that was pretty good. Again, pretty good. We should just do one podcast and just see if we miss one.
We're playing all games. We're just doing games all day. That would be something.
See if we miss one all the way from Saturday night to the first kick of NFL Sunday.
Nope. We wouldn't. We probably wouldn't.
An all-nighter.
All right, let's start with some college football. This game sucks currently. We're in the Thursday night football game. The Broncos are at the 15, the 12.
You're driving.
3-0. Top beginning of the second. Bo Nix just.
Can we pause for
around?
1 second? Is the ghost runner not a thing in the playoffs? for extra innings. It can't be, dude. I missed the start of the inning, and there's just a guy at first right now with 1 out for the Yankees. I think they get rid of it in the playoffs.
Really?
Dude, why would he be at first? I mean, somebody getting
it will not.
Stolen base?
I just Google it. Will the ghost runner be used in the playoffs? No.
Wow. Okay. That makes
Only
sense.
in regular season games.
This could get long, then.
That's so dumb. You play that way all year long, and now you have to change strategy? That's so stupid.
That is weird. It is.
So dumb.
Baseball's weird, dude.
Baseball sucks. Bo Nix, weird. You're still floating around, and you throw. This guy sucks. Bo Nix, you're bad. Not as bad as Spencer Rattler. Okay. College football. Let's get into that. Couple big games. A lot of top 25 matchups this week, right?
Yes.
We got Alabama, Tennessee.
Well, it's more so like top heavy, I would say. Like the big teams.
Hey, also, I think they did it right. The big game in the noon slate is probably
it's not that good.
Nebraska, Indiana. That's not a bad game.
I mean,
Louisville. Louisville ain't bad.
True.
But then you get 2:30. You get Bama, Tennessee at the 2:30 slot.
That's
and Michigan, Illinois, and Notre Dame, Georgia Tech. All three solid games.
On Bama, Tennessee. I think the team that loses it is out of the playoff at the end of the year.
Agreed.
I think they could get in if the loser runs the table after they lose this game, but I don't think either of them will. Could you
remind me of something?
Yeah.
Georgia and Alabama played each other.
Yes.
Yeah. Who won that game?
Alabama.
Why is Georgia ranked higher than them?
Because they didn't lose to Vanderbilt.
Correct. Because Alabama's going to fucking lose this week.
Really? Okay.
Boom! That's boom, boom. Here comes the boom. Speak of other shit on TikTok I hate. The Costco guys are also the worst.
Okay, that's fair.
Just have you ever seen Here Comes the Boom, double trunk cookie chicken bake? They're the fucking worst.
The Costco guys, dude.
Not the kid. I can't blame the kid. I blame the dad. Whatever.
My take here, I'm taking Alabama actually in the game just because what I've seen from Tennessee the last few weeks is a Tennessee I'm not used to. These guys their offense is falling apart. Nico doesn't look the same. I think there's just more offense from Alabama. I don't think the Tennessee defense stand tall. I know they're at home, and I kind of hope they win. Jalen Milroe right now, maybe not prospect-wise, but right now I think he's probably the better quarterback right now.
See, I disagree, which is why my whole point is who would you rather have at quarterback? We've seen.
Right now I'd want Milroe. Beginning of the year I'd want Nico. But
all I'm going to say is Nico hasn't played in this bright of a spotlight yet.
Yeah.
Okay? I've seen Milroe in this kind of spotlight.
I mean, yes.
He didn't. Okay.
I mean, he balled.
Did he? Or did the team around him ball?
I mean, he still balled. They beat Georgia.
Listen, all I'm going to say is I have a problem with Alabama quarterbacks. Now, this is of old. Jalen Hurts sucks. Tua sucks. Those are the two most recent, okay?
Well, yeah, that's right. That's what I said. Prospect in the future.
I know. I'm just saying they're more products of the team surrounding them. Right?
I mean, yeah.
I believe. I'm not saying you agree with that.
Does a lot more with his legs, I feel like. I think that's the difference in the game.
Listen, man, their best player is a 17-year-old catching footballs, and he's really good.
Yeah, really good.
To be honest, though, I'm biased. I hate Alabama. I'm just gonna straight up say it.
Okay.
I hate Alabama. I can't even pretend to try to be like this. But I also believe in Nico. I think this is Nico's coming out party. It's time. Hey, you're at home. There's no better time for you to have a fucking game. Welcome to SEC football.
That's very fair.
So I'm taking my shot. Nico's thrown for 300 yards and 4 touchdowns.
Ooh.
That's where I'm at. And in general, I'm very biased because I hate Alabama.
I think
I'm
Milroe
okay with saying
goes
that.
for 2 rushing touchdowns, 1 passing,
A
and
fumble and a pick.
runs for I think he runs for 80 yards. Let's say something like that. That's a big day, in my opinion. I think Nico turns the ball over more times too. I do.
I don't know. Have you seen? My X factor isn't either of the quarterbacks.
Yeah.
It is Dylan Sampson, the
Okay.
Mighty Might
Mighty
from Tennessee, their running back.
Yeah. No, he's very good too. I mean,
600, about 700 yards on the ground, averaging
Yeah.
about 6 per carry, 15 touchdowns. That is a lot.
right. But that all came mostly at the beginning of the season.
Sure. But you could say that about a lot of people.
Yeah. I mean, both teams to me are struggling coming into the game. That's the weirdest thing about it. Like they just got off super luckily.
I mean,
against
but
South Carolina.
not only that, like Tennessee, right? I'm pulling up Tennessee. They beat Florida in a close game. They lose to Arkansas on the road. They beat Oklahoma, beat NC State handily. But here's the thing, Alabama, you lose to Vandy, and then you only win by 2 against South Carolina?
Yeah.
Both, like you said, they're both kind of struggling.
Milroe's worst game.
100%. So I've seen more from Milroe that I have less faith in him to bounce back than I do from the young gun in Nico. I haven't seen Nico have a lot of bad games. He's younger. His career's younger. I've seen Milroe against Michigan, non-factor. I'm just pointing out games.
No, I mean
the Auburn game that got him to the SEC championship, they should have lost that outside of some miracle catch. Like, that wasn't Milroe didn't have a good game that game either last year against Auburn. In the big game, rivalry games, playoff games.
Well, look at Milroe against Florida. I mean, he didn't throw a touch. I mean, Nico against Florida last week. He doesn't throw a touchdown.
I know. I'm just
a
saying.
pick.
I have.
He got outplayed by Graham Mertz, and Mertz threw tore his ACL in the middle.
I
of the
was
game.
told by better friend Graham Mertz is great for the last 4 years. What are we talking about? I thought he was a great guy, great football player.
Oh, great football player. Well, he's a nice guy.
Never met him. I'm just saying I believe in the short-term memory of a younger quarterback than a guy of Milroe, where I've seen him falter more times than not, or not more times than not, more than once in big games.
Milroe with the guy who's got more experience.
That's fine. We might not even have to bet the sites. We could bet each other.
Yeah, we can just bet each other.
Next top 25 matchup in that same slot. My Michigan Wolverines against the Illinois.
Whoa!
What the Fighting Illini?
This game's
on the road.
It doesn't make any sense to me now because of the last 2 games that both of these teams play. Michigan is off the bye, though, right?
They are.
Yeah, so I think that helps a lot with Michigan because I know Brett Bielema. They're better coached, even with Brett Bielema. I don't like Brett Bielema.
He sucks.
And
personal vendetta, he sucks.
Last week, 50-49 with Purdue's backup quarterback.
And Purdue's
problem is
5.
Probably Purdue's backup quarterback was better than their starter the whole time. But
yeah, it's weird. It's weird game. Illinois is at home.
Yeah. I mean, this is the biggest game for Illinois. And I mean, God knows.
Well, no, there's a couple years ago when Illinois had Brandon Peters. They were in a similar spot with Lovie Smith. They had and they almost beat Michigan, but I think Michigan hit a buzzer beater field goal rushing out. So it's a similar feeling to me. I think it was in 22. I believe this happened. It was 21 or 22. Like, Michigan almost lost the game. I believe it. You know what? Now I think it was 22 because obviously you move.
Yes.
Home and away. I'm excited as a Michigan fan. If we lose,
is it over?
My life? Probably.
No, I'm talking
anything.
Playoffs
100%. I have to stand by. I've said if any Big Ten team has 3 losses, they're out of the college football playoff. I have to stand by that.
Fair.
But as we said, coming off of the bye, I mentioned it before. King Tut, he hadn't really had any practice going into the Washington game. Jack Tuttle.
Timeout. Guardians just hit a walk-off home run.
You know what? That's on us for bringing it up. That's on us. That's on us.
God.
That's wild.
Oh my God.
That's wild. What a great playoff baseball. Am I right?
Yeah, right. We were disregarding it.
Yeah, we were. We really were, especially that game. But back to Michigan, Illinois. Michigan, King Tut, Jack Tuttle, didn't really that was like his first couple days of practice going into the Washington game, and then got thrown into it. My guess is if Washington goes well for Michigan, they would have transitioned from Orji to Jack Tuttle in this time anyway. So I think Tuttle was just a little early. He did score like 17 unanswered, but he also turned it over twice. You don't play for a year, so you're going to have some rust. I get it, and I understand I'm biased. What?
Who has the better quarterback here?
Michigan. I don't think that's close.
Oh.
Jack Tuttle is a 7-year senior and had played in the Big Ten for Indiana
now that you said that, I think I want Illinois to cover the spread.
I'm not saying they don't. I'm just saying Jack Tuttle.
I think my original thought was that Michigan wins by like 3, but I can't take them over a field goal on the road when I don't think they have the better quarterback.
Okay, listen.
Jack
Tuttle was never like an actual starter.
Yeah, that's my point.
Don't worry about where the RIP is. He hasn't died. He's back walking, thank you.
Yeah, we already talked about this. We can't do the RIP.
Yeah, all I'm saying is Jack Tuttle has more Big Ten experience. That's all I'm going to say. Give me the guy with the experience outside of – I don't even know who their quarterback is. Luke Altmaier?
Yeah,
that guy sucks.
Touchdowns and 1 pick.
That guy sucks.
14-1?
He sucks.
He's been fantastic. I'll take the guy who's balling this year, 1,426 yards.
Who have they played? Nobody. What did he do against a good team, a good defense in Penn State? Oh, 185 and a pick and a touchdown. Sacked 7 times.
Wow.
What are we talking about?
All right, the sacks.
They got sacked 5 times against Purdue. Their offensive line sucks.
That's true.
Guess what Michigan's good at? Getting to the quarterback. Listen, I'm biased.
Right, but
we get that.
I hope Tuttle's good because Michigan being involved would be fun for the show.
It would be if they're not involved. Cancel everything. But yeah, that's the second of 3 top 25 games. But then we get the granddaddy. We get the big baby. Georgia, Texas at the 6:30 slot.
Oh.
What a bloodbath. Who do you got? Who do you got?
Georgia. Yeah, Georgia. Georgia plus 5. I think there's disrespect right now to Georgia. I know they lost to Alabama, but who cares? You can go to Tuscaloosa and lose. I mean, that they came all the way back. They have Beck. He was supposed to be a top pick. I mean, he was supposed to go higher than yours before the season, for example. So, like,
I guess
there is just as much talent with Georgia, and I think they're more experienced in big games than Texas at times with their roster. Texas obviously last year went almost all the way, so I can't really say that. But I'm gonna take Georgia because 5 points.
Money line or points?
Points.
Okay, because I have the opposite. I'm gonna boost this up. I got Georgia by double digits. Texas by double digits. Excuse me.
Oh,
Texas.
Whoa.
Texas by double digits. Texas by 10. By 10. So I'll do 9.5.
Georgia by double digits. They're winning the national title. I don't think it's even close.
Which I have been sold of since week 2.
Yeah.
And they beat the shit out of Michigan. Yeah.
Right.
Since then, I've been convinced. Nothing has swayed me. They took care of business.
No, I agree. They're the best team right now. But I think this is Georgia. This is a little bit different to me. I don't know. Like Georgia has a point to prove. They Didn't let them in the playoff last year because they lost one game. Then they lose to Alabama at the end. I think they have a point to prove here. Like, okay, Texas is not us. That's what they're trying to say. Texas is still not us. They don't have the national titles. I think this is a point to prove for Kirby Smart, too. I think he's going to come out gunning, and I think they're going to be ready for Texas. It's going to be a great game, I think.
Yeah, it's going to be a good game. Steven wants to play Fortnite. I can play after. I don't know what his bedtime is. It's school night. Oh yeah. Yep. We definitely nope. Oh no. We've been updating. We are all on the gross.
He did. I didn't get involved at all. Like, the game sucked so much, I just didn't want it. I did a random parlay and called it.
Yeah, we don't even know the numbers of some of these guys. The under was so gross. I think it was like 39, and I'm like, yep. I don't care. Could have been 29. Yep. Yeah, I hear you. If Georgia loses, which I'm predicting, are they out?
Yes.
Are they out with 2 losses?
No, not with those 2 losses. To me, not with those 2 losses. They
do still have to play Ole Miss, Tennessee, and Georgia Tech.
Yeah, if you win out, I think you're in. You're probably one of the last spots, but you lose to Alabama on the road in Texas. No.
Well, they could probably be the 10 or 11 at large.
Yeah.
Meaning they play the 5, which
they could probably. What are they right now? 5th? If they lose this game, they're probably 8th. Like, that's how much respect they give to Texas.
I get that. I'm saying if Georgia loses and then they win out, they're 10-2. They're not going to make the SEC championship. They have 2 conference losses. Hard to believe. Texas and Bama. They're both not losing twice. I think, and then what? Georgia would probably be 10 or 11 in the playoff seeds. It's not going to be 12. That'll be the group of 5.
And then 9 Big Ten SEC schools probably.
I was going to say 5 would 5. The 5th team is probably the loser of the Big Ten, right? Oregon, Ohio State would play Boise State, and I would pick Boise State to beat Ohio State. By the way, then I have 6.
You don't think? I think Ohio State still probably wins the Big Ten.
No, I don't.
I think if they get another shot at Oregon, they probably win.
Oh, I'm just saying. I've seen Oregon. Dan Lanning's smarter than Ryan Day. That's all I need to know.
That's true.
Speaking of, they came
true.
out with the provision. They already changed the provision for the last 2 minutes. That if that happens again, it would be they get the time back.
Wow.
Yeah, the NCAA already put that in, saying, "Hey, it's a new understanding of the rule. Under 2 minutes of either half, if there's that kind of play, the offense can still take the play, but get the time back on the clock,
which is fair.
Down. Which fair, but the fact that Dan Lanning thought about that,
State fans have an excuse.
Listen, you are flirting with my feelings because I hate both of them.
I kind of agree. I mean, Ryan Day was. I agree with the born on third base thing.
Oh, 100%.
He continues to make just like obliviously bad decisions.
My favorite is Ryan Day
needs to blow people out.
My favorite sign I've ever seen at a Michigan-Ohio State game is, I saw it in person, it was my favorite, is Ryan Day moans when he poops. It's hilarious. Just hilarious.
He's like, that's the best one I had.
Only if they accept the penalty. Yes. I believe that's true.
Yeah.
So, but if they get the play, so if that happens, they go score.
And you gain yards.
If you gain more than 5 yards,
yeah,
it would depend. Say you get like a 6-yard pass, you'll probably be like, yeah, no, we're good.
Yeah.
And it depends how much time's left. All I can say is that game shows me Ryan Day will get outclassed by anyone other than James Franklin, and possibly James Franklin. At this point, I think it's Penn State's year to catch lightning in a bottle and fail against Ole Miss or something, or Tennessee, or some bullshit in week 1 of the playoffs.
They're gonna lose to the Badgers in 2 weeks.
Yeah, fine, whatever. They almost lost last week against USC. No problem.
There you go.
So, man, I'm glad that they got it ranked though. We got good noon games or good 11 o'clock games, 2:30, and then the 6 o'clock banger. I'm pumped. Let's get to our picks. To our picks of the week. I will go first.
Okay.
I've been wanting to bet this game for a while, or bet on this team. Indiana minus 3.5
You're
against
moving
Nebraska.
the line. Tell the crowd he's moving the line. Tell the crowd.
I am. It's an alt line because I believe it's what, 2.5?
It's 6.5.
It is 6. I'm thinking of the other one.
Yeah, it's 6.5.
Indiana 6.5 is what it's at. I'm alt line to 3.5, only neg 162.
Which is a lot, but I absolutely don't like fake Pat Mahomes.
He's not
so
fake.
I can ride with this.
He's Mahomes impersonator. Show some respect.
I don't like him.
I like the alt line, Indiana 3.5 at neg 162. I think that's great. I like those. I like that better.
Do you think with Indiana quickly, is there a time where they're gonna like fall off completely fall off here? Are they? Because if they keep winning, I mean, there's no way you can't keep them out of contention for the playoff.
They're in contention.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. But no one's talking about them. So that's what I'm saying.
You know what? And I'm okay with that. I'm okay.
Is there a time when it's like
Nebraska? I think this is the game, not like the game, but like they're already top 16.
Yes.
Like they haven't played a ton of good, like quality teams.
No.
They also have to go. Like they have to still play Michigan and go to Ohio State. That's accurate, but that's
Do you
not.
think they could get in with 2 losses?
I don't know, because their 2 losses, if it happens, would be like against the Michigan or Ohio State, Washington, or something.
Yeah, what if
like
it's
that.
just straightforward Michigan and Ohio State?
It would have to depend where Michigan's at that point. Are they 5-5? Are they 6-4? Like,
no, you can't say that as a Michigan fan. You can't say 5-5. Don't even mention 5-5.
I'm saying it depends. We're talking in Indiana scope here.
You don't even mention 5-5. That's disgusting.
It will never happen. Okay, it won't fucking happen. I'm just saying, for Indiana's case, I mean, here's the thing. Do Oregon and Penn State play each other? No. So, okay, I'm just thinking of this because I'm just looking at it now. There is a possibility Indiana, Oregon, and Penn State are all undefeated in conference.
Yeah. I mean, Indiana, they beat Nebraska. They play Washington next week. They play Michigan State.
Like,
these are all winnable games.
I'm just saying it's a long shot, but if all 3 of them, I'm very curious how the tiebreakers work out. If they all go undefeated and all undefeated in conference, that's 3 teams in the Big Ten undefeated. Because they won't play each other. Well, one team will be... God, that would be so weird. So say it's Oregon, Penn State in the championship, right? Then one of them's going to lose. Well, then you still have 2 undefeated Big Ten teams sitting there.
Yeah.
Yikes.
No,
Yikes.
I mean...
Wow. Okay. Wow.
I
just
still
divulged
feel like
a little bit.
Indiana, if they have 2 losses, they'll kick them out for an SEC team.
Probably. Depending on what.
Just brutal.
Depending if Penn State, Ohio State, and Oregon are all still in it. If Indiana's the 3rd Big Ten team, I think so. I
could see Indiana. If Indiana lose 2, win the last one.
Yeah, but if Indiana is the 4th Big Ten team with 2 losses, a lot of controversy.
Yeah, I know. And I think they would get booted for like a 3-loss SEC. I really
Which would piss me off, like an Ole Miss.
It would piss everyone off.
Like a 3-loss Ole Miss over a 2-loss Indiana. Oh, yikes!
But,
gross. They'd want Lane.
They would point to strength of schedule.
Yeah, fair. Which is a fair argument. Like, let's not. But Ole Miss also lost to fucking. Who'd they fucking lose to last week?
LSU
2 weeks ago.
But
okay.
Here's the point. Like I want Indiana to keep winning because I want that controversy.
So do I. It's fun, and I hope.
So I'm okay with riding this.
Back to the point though. The picks that we got. Hey, it's all good. That's what we're here for.
The next one,
Indiana alt line neg 3.5, neg 162. The next one, shocker. I'm taking another Big Ten team, Iowa, Michigan State, over 39.5. Iowa over. Did you see what they did to Washington?
I did. I was on Iowa.
They have the second leading rusher in all of football.
But yeah.
Over. They scored 41 on their own against Washington, who's not an awful team. I have to say that because they beat Michigan, but whatever. But I got the over 39.5, and then my last pick, so this one's a little caveat. If Haynes King plays against Notre Dame, give me Georgia Tech plus 11.5.
Well, then the line is going to shoot up or down, I think.
Yeah, I know that.
So you gotta bite the bullet. You gotta do it now.
I'm gonna have to make the pick. I will once we post the picks out. That will be determined. I don't know yet. So TBD. If that doesn't happen, I'm going back to being an American. I'm doing a little bit of an alt line.
Oh, you're trying to take my military.
It is. It's actually not. It might be an alt line, but it's still neg 110. Army negative 13.5, minus 13.5. That little parlay 25 to win 125. That's where we're at. Keith, what are your 3 picks? Just give me the 3 picks, and then we'll go into them.
Okay, Washington State minus 19.5. They're playing Hawaii. It's an early game on the West Coast, which means it's an earlier game for the Island boys.
What does that mean? Like 11 p.m.?
No. So early game. It's 12:30 here, Washington time. So Hawaii is playing roughly. What time is Hawaii right now?
Yeah, I keep that ready to go. Probably like 4, 5.
It's
3,
currently 3:18. So they're playing a 9 a.m. kickoff. The Hawaii boys against Washington State. That's a trap. Just so you know.
Okay. Second pick.
That's the only thought process on that. Georgia plus 5. I'm riding with it. I really do think they're going to show up for this one.
Okay.
It's a big chance for them to prove who they are again. And then I will take Iowa State minus 13.5 against UCF. Iowa State, they might win the Big 12.
Listen, we went over this. We talked about this. I said, what happened when I asked you last on Tuesday? What if BYU and Iowa State are both like 1-loss undefeateds?
And I've kind of warmed up more to Iowa State, I think, even though I've been on BYU all year.
Listen, I'm going to just say right now, if that happens and BYU gets left out, I'm blaming it because they have a Jew quarterback. They are
there it is again.
Anti-Semitic.
There it is again. But just seeing, like, I'm feeling this BYU, like, you know how they were dogs at Baylor, and Baylor's 2-4,
and they shit on them.
Yeah, and they've been shitting on teams, and then the number just keeps going up. Now they're minus 9.5 against Oklahoma State, who's looked like ass. Don't get me wrong, but the numbers are starting to go up on BYU, and I'm getting scared. I'm like, oh no, I feel it coming. The fall is coming. Like Iowa State, I think they're in there. They've been at this number all year. BYU is starting to scare me a little bit. I'm getting scared. People are starting to love the BYU. That's too much love. I loved them when they needed love, and now they have too much.
You know what? Here's the thing. We have been all on the armed forces this year. You know what the armed forces did in the 1940s? They saved the fucking Jews. It is the time for the Jewish quarterback and the armed forces. They are both going to be in the college football playoff on the 80-year mark of World War II. Okay?
Now that would be amazing, and I'm all
there.
For
we go. I see it. I have the prophecy.
Quickly,
it is going to be Army. Nope, it will be Navy versus Boise. No, not Boise. BYU. There it is. Navy versus BYU.
Real quick, for people that don't know right now, Army Navy, I don't think they've ever been this good together at the same time, and they play the Army Navy game. We're looking at, if let's say Boise loses a game, and Army, unfortunately for them, they have to play Notre Dame still.
So does Navy,
and so does Navy.
So
you're looking at a fact: if they run the table, that game could be the most important game
in the U.S. history. Which is wild. Hey, you and I were on this the week before they both started 5-0. We both proposed that idea. Hey, they are both in the American.
Timeout. Even more crazy, like their losses that you see on the schedule are probably Notre Dame, if anyone. Both of them.
Probably it.
If they go undefeated in the conference, they play back-to-back weeks.
I know. This is what I'm saying. We talked about this when they were both sitting 4-0. You bet both Army Navy. We looked at it.
Yeah,
for those that don't know, Army Navy always plays each other. It's the Army Navy week. It's the only game on football. It's that little bye week after rivalry week, like Michigan, Ohio State.
Conference championship.
It's the next week. So it's like Michigan, Ohio State play, then the next week's Army Navy, and that's it. Then it's Big Ten championship.
No, I think they switched it.
They might have. I'm saying in the past,
it's conference championship week, then Army Navy, then the playoffs.
Okay, cool. I'm just saying in years past, it was like rivalry week, Army Navy on its own bowl games. It's a little bit different because
you know what's going to happen. Here's my bold prediction.
We said this. It's going to be they will play each other for the American championship. Boom.
This is my bold prediction. Hold on. Wait, listen. Army Navy play in the American championship. Okay, they play in the American championship game, right? And it's at I don't know if they play home or a host or whatever they do or for the American, but they play that game. The problem is if that has if they play each other, I bet the game on the 14th gets canceled.
No.
Because they pick if it is to get into the playoff as a group of 5 team, they pick it right. They do selection Sunday, like after the conference championship games, before Navy Army. Essentially, that game wouldn't matter the next week. I think if they play, they will cancel the regular one.
I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't either.
Because that game, the Army Navy game, does not count. Traditionally, it does not count against records.
That's my point.
I know. So you can't break American tradition. Okay, if you do, we might as well just go. We might as well lost World War II.
The Conference has a chance to move the game to where they play it, where they normally play it, and just move it a week ahead. If the American Conference was smart and they get that game, they should just say, "Hey, we're going to do it all here, but for the conference title.
On a week by themselves."
You could. Well, yeah, you could do that. It's just the playoff. They're not. The playoff. It's not going to change. ESPN's not going to be like, we can't do it next week.
That's gross.
Anyways, that's a developing story to talk about into December.
It is. But let's go back to some NFL. Much better slate this week. Yes, except the stupid bullshit that we talked about on Tuesday. They can't flex.
Well, I'm watching a game right now.
Yeah, this game should have been flexed off. I'd rather not have a Thursday night game other than this bullshit. Under looking good right now, 13-0. Love it. 2 minutes till halftime. Fantastic.
Juwan Johnson has 17 yards. I have his over.
Yeah, he's close. He's
getting there.
We kind of talked a little bit about the games coming up. Some of the big ones, Texans, Packers, Lions, Vikings, both at noon. Even the Eagles, Giants could be sneaky okay game. I'm not, like I said on Tuesday, I'm not really participating. I'm probably betting New York, actually, because I hate the Eagles and Nick Sirianni. And our rant of the NFC East back on Tuesday. Go follow our socials for that rant that we went on.
Yes, love a rant.
Yep. Then we have our 3:00 games. Chiefs 49ers is the obvious marquee matchup there. Sunday night, Jets Steelers. Magically, Devontae Adams no longer has an injury. Shocker.
Yeah.
That's been confirmed.
All of a sudden is going to be pretty interesting. After I was like, wow, this game sucks.
Jets currently -2. The total is only 38.5. Stinky.
I mean, it is the overreaction to the fact that Devontae Adams joined the team, in my opinion, is insane.
Yes and no. Yes and no. What is that?
Oh, sorry. Back. I'm trying to put on a hockey game.
But then you're going to the game, so we'll have to figure this out. Like we said, you're going to the Chargers-Cardinals game because you don't want to have to figure out how to watch a game on ESPN Plus.
Well, I have ESPN Plus. I just don't want to watch 2 games. I'm sick of it. I'm done with the 2 games.
So you might as well just go to the fucking game. That's fair.
Exactly. Let's just do one.
Then we have Ravens Bucks Monday night, and then we also have Chargers Cardinals on Monday night as well.
Unfortunately, the Ravens Bucks game is the interesting game.
Yeah. So as we did kind of dip in this a little bit. I did mention, I don't want to get into it a ton, but one of my favorite bets. It's not actually on my list of bets of the week. You're actually not going to like one of them. I can tell you that much. But the Texans Packers on Tuesday, it was 46.5. It has now jumped a point to 47.5. I'm still good if it doesn't hit 48.5. I'm good with 47.
I actually like that. I was thinking of that one. Yeah.
I just know we talked about it. That I just wanted to mention that now that we're actually here, Green Bay still -2.5.
I think if the Packers at home too, I would.
Yeah. Yep.
Like, but
either way, whether it's Packers at home or in a dome in Houston, I'm fine either way. I think both teams are going to be. I think that could be a sneakily like the highest game on the slate.
Yeah. Who do you think's got the better quarterback? Who would you rather have right now, Stroud or Love?
Love. I have to. It's Love.
Well, my answer is just dependent right now. Just CJ Stroud based on he's on a rookie contract.
Oh, well, that's not what you asked me.
Yeah, I did.
You said, who would I rather have? I'd rather have Jordan Love, the player. I don't care about contracts.
I still think I'd have Stroud. He throws less picks.
Fair. But
Love is Brett Favre, which no offense. We love Brett Favre, but
yeah, but that fucking throw he had.
Are we bad people if we love Brett Favre still?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You need a recap of what Brett Favre has done? I can give it.
Yeah, no. We don't need to tell the crowd.
Okay.
He has some disease right now.
Yeah. I can't get on him for sending some wiener pics to some people because we've all been there. But unsolicited, not cool. Don't like that. That got glossed over real quick. But also, he's from Mississippi, and they're also like one of the poorest states in the United States. And he took money and like embezzled money and shit from like one of the poorest counties in that state. Not great.
Yeah,
don't love that. Don't love that.
Well, he does have a disease right now.
As me, I can separate the player from the person. Okay.
That's why you're the
Jordan
best.
Love is kind of a blend of Aaron Rodgers, Brett Favre.
I think it's so much more Brett Favre.
I agree. And I think as he ages, it'll become more Rodgers because he has that arm talent, but he is a gunslinger, and it is fun to watch with them just slinging it around.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. And that's how Brett Favre was. It was fun to watch, always.
Right. And I'd rather have the guy who's more fun and not from Ohio State. So
that's just
me.
Right.
But yeah, okay. So let's get into the minute. So we did kind of Houston, Green Bay, who's better. So you have Stroud, I have Love. Man, we're going to be able to do so many bets just within ourselves. I can't wait. This is probably my game of the week to start the slate.
I agree with you. I agree.
The Lions and Vikings.
Non-biased, I agree with you on this one because I love the Lions.
So do I. Like,
I love the Lions.
I love the Lions. They're just a feel-good story. They're like the Lions are what the Browns wish they could be.
Oh,
like,
that's sad. You just probably hurt some feelings.
I did. Oh yeah, let's go. What do you got to say, Vikings fan?
No, it's not true at all. I don't even know where you saw that. I don't even know where you saw it.
And not that I don't want to belabor the point, but Keith, would you want that to happen?
No. Absolutely not.
Hey, you believe
absolutely not. I mean, as much as I want him to succeed this year,
yep.
I just I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the pessimistic Viking fan in me, but I feel like there's some bad games coming. It's coming. I feel like.
Imagine the Vikings go to the NFC Championship game and then don't resign their quarterback.
And whoa, we've done that.
I know.
We are traditionally good at that.
We actually have done that multiple times.
We are good at that.
Yeah, that's fair. Minnesota neg 1.5. They are in Minneapolis. over under 50.5. I think that's trap. I think it's under. I think both defenses. I know Hutch is out, obviously.
I kind of agree with you.
I think it could be like close. Like I'm looking like 48-49, like a not 27-24, but like 24-21, 23-20, like a good game, and both defenses could show up.
Or something like that, yeah.
23-20, 21-24, like
yes.
If you bet that under, you're having a puckered butthole the whole time.
Oh yeah, terrible.
You're
hoping drives die and the field goals are going.
You're like, yeah. And then it's like, oh wow, okay. Vikings have a 14-point lead. It's like 20-6, and then the Lions score again, and it's 20-13, and you're like, oh, and they're late in the third.
Yeah.
It's stinky. It just, yeah. I don't feel good about it, but I probably won't bet it. But I think it would be an under just because it's predicted to be so high. It could also easily be 35-32. Like
I think the one thing the way the Vikings can win the game from a Viking fan, which I've been pessimistic how many times about them this year and on the show, and we're still 5-0 and it's October 17th. So I don't know how I'm still doing this, but
when you didn't know if you'd even win 5 games this year.
I thought 6.
Right.
But I think they have to stop the run, which is probably the biggest issue here. I think the two-headed monster of the Lions is like damn good, and they're probably going to be without Blake Cashman.
Yep.
So that scares me. Yeah.
Also, Montgomery and Gibbs debuted their new nickname, Sonic and Knuckles.
Ooh.
David Montgomery's Knuckles. I like that. I don't know why. It scratches that itch that I'm like, I like it.
But for some reason, I have a bit of faith in the fact that Sam Darnold, a banged up defense secondary. Sam Darnold has Justin Jefferson. He has Addison. And then there's the fact that Brian Flores came out and he's just like, we're going to fight fire with fire. So I don't know what's going to happen. It might be
they just traded for Cam Akers. They got their stud running back.
Aaron Jones might play. We don't know yet.
That's what I was reacting to. Did you see that? Tyler,
it just happened to me. It just happened.
That's what I was reacting to. Literally, Bo Nix just said, here you go, and he just fucking...
If I would have bet an INT, I would have screamed.
That was ugly. Okay. Okay, now let's get to the 3:30 game, the game of the week. Chiefs undefeated still against the Niners, who are struggling a little bit. San Francisco. Not neg. I keep saying neg. -2.
That is a disgusting line.
Anytime I can get Chiefs plus money, I'm gonna fucking take it.
No, you're right. You're right.
I know they're at the Niners are at home.
The line is screaming Niners to me though. Because it makes no sense. It makes no sense. Yeah. And if the Niners were to win this game, like it fits a narrative of like, okay, they beat him in the regular season.
Yeah.
Like, who cares? They beat him in multiple Super Bowls. like that's the narrative that's playing, and I think the Niners need it more.
100%. They go under 500 if they lose this.
The defense of the Niners is going to be the toughest, I think, that the Chiefs have won against. And I think eventually, at some point in the regular season, the lack of weapons for Kansas City is going to hurt them. I think it does this week, and I've talked myself into the Niners, which is crazy because I hate betting against the Chiefs.
See, here's the thing. I know Jordan is actually smart, and because this is exactly my point. Ignore the CMC part. We can get to that.
He's right.
Andy Reid after a bye, dude.
I mean, he's right.
Like,
he's right.
Hey. Also, if you want to get into pop culture, Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce, they're at the Yankees game together on the bye week. So they got to show out a little bit, pop their shit, twin. Like,
so bad juju as they just choked.
Nope. Opposite. We're back on the same page. They're probably fucking engaged. Boom. Skyrocket. I might do an outline. Chiefs -5.
Up at the 6. Then you got.
I'm just saying. Plus money betting for the Chiefs. I'm going to take it. I have to.
The matchup just makes sense to me to go Niners. And I think everyone's going to be on the Chiefs, even though the line's moving toward the Niners, which is even more scary.
Which the trend is what scares me, is that it's moving further away from the Chiefs.
Yeah, it keeps going.
But this could be the game where Patrick Mahomes goes, do you remember who the fuck I am? Do you know who I am?
Like, he's already 3-0. Does he need to do that?
He's 5-0.
It's 5-0. Why did I say that? Yeah. I mean,
3-0 in conference.
That's my point. It's like
Not conference.
Won back-to-back Super Bowls. They're 5-0. I mean, they got to lose at some point.
Yeah, when they go to the Bills. When they go to the Bills. When they go at the Bills.
See, but he owns Buffalo. That's the one I'm just like thinking.
Not in Buffalo, baby. Not in Buffalo. Not in Buffalo. I can see him losing against both the Texans and the Bills.
Did he just do that?
15-2. Yeah, but that was different. That was last year.
Everyone, it's his league.
Well, it's correct. So that's like saying, hasn't Rodgers beaten everyone? Well, yeah, technically.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I think he hasn't. He hasn't beat the Packers.
Jordan Love better.
I don't think he's ever going to play him.
He didn't beat the Lions. He lost to the Lions last year.
No, I meant forever, like ever. It's the only team he hasn't beat. He's not Brett Favre.
You're right. He's better. You know what? Peace. Let's get to our fucking picks. You go first. Give me your 3 picks. None of which are the games we talked about, so that's kind of funny.
I heard Anthony Richardson is back, and you know what that means. Sunday, I'll see you with an Anthony Richardson interception ticket. I don't give a shit who he plays.
I thought you were saying a win. I'm like, what the fuck?
No, I don't care who he plays. I know the Dolphins are a mess. I know Tua's not out there. I hate the Dolphins. But it's Anthony Richardson. Dolphins +3. He's throwing 2 picks, maybe a pick 6. Will get us a win here. I don't know.
Maybe. Okay.
Next, I have the Eagles. Now, I know I hate Sirianni. I really do. But the situation that Daniel Jones is in right now, his left tackle just got hurt. His left tackle is out. I don't think that's good for Daniel Jones. Like,
no, it's not. But you know what is good for Daniel Jones?
The other coach,
Mr. Rogers' neighborhood, the Malik Neighbors, is back, cleared concussion protocol.
Correct. And I think, even though I need him on one of my fantasy teams, do very well.
Thank you.
I think I'm going to take the Eagles -3. I think they win by a touchdown. I think Daniel Jones shits himself again. I think that's what ends up happening here.
This is my sneaky game. I said I don't.
But this game is the NFC sucks game. Like, this sucks.
Yeah, I know. I know. You said the NFC East sucks. I know.
Daniel Jones, I'll fade him without his left tackle. I think he's gonna eat turf. We might even. Who's the backup? Is it Tyrod Taylor still?
Who gives a shit?
We might see him. And then last, I had to do it. I'll take Russie. The Steelers. I'll take Russie. My guy, Russie.
It's the fucking worst.
+2.
You know what great ticket you need to put in? Russell Wilson interception, Anthony Richardson interception. Just hammer it. It's gonna be happen. It's gonna be fine. Yeah, that's.
I just don't. I don't. Like, I get Devontae Adams is with Rodgers again. I totally understand. Everyone loves that, but how is Rodgers standing up this game?
I don't know.
He's gonna get killed.
Well, maybe.
He's gonna get killed. I don't get the line moving all Jets. It's disgusting, and I don't. The under.
Okay. I think one of the biggest bet anytime touchdowns is going to be Devontae Adams. And so I'm going to go Garrett Wilson.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Speaking of, I actually haven't picked
George
that.
Pickens, actually. George Pickens with a quarterback who can throw it. Russie.
No, I don't like that. That's gross. I don't like that. Okay, my picks. I've adamantly said don't bet the London games. I've bet 2 London games and both have won. I'm going back to it again because this time I'm on the Jags minus alt line. I believe it's at 5.5. I'm going Jags minus 2.5. They stayed in London. Teams that stayed that have stayed the week and played second do really, really, really well. Even though I am not a believer in the Jags, I think they have enough juice to win by a field goal.
What do you think about Drake May in that game?
Yeah, exactly. Who gives a fuck?
Okay, all right.
Drake May, trash.
Okay.
Drake, yeah. Oh, you're sending a rookie quarterback to London. That doesn't spell success for me. Give me a Trevor Lawrence and a guy that played decently last week. Not decently, but like now he's been there another week. They do this all the time. The Jags are used to this. Give me the Jags neg 2.5.
Just afraid if the freaking Jags have given up on their coach.
Maybe, but he's not
like if they lose this game, he's fired.
He's not playing them.
So,
yeah, probably.
So like if they lose, that might help.
That's fine, but then I'll bet him again next week if that happens. Because then
I would hammer him if he gets fired. Yeah.
So okay, second game I have the Indianapolis Colts and the Miami Dolphins under 43.5.
I like it.
Yep, we already said both teams suck. 43.5 seems way too much.
Yeah,
I don't care if it's. Richardson is more inefficient than almost anyone in the league. So give me Miami, who sucks. Indy, who might go 9 for 45 in throwing with a pick. So give me the under there. 43.5. Love that. And then my last one. I'm sorry to do it to you. I'm taking the Lions money line.
I mean, again,
Yep. All 3 of my picks for college and NFL, it's $25 to win 125. I like those odds, about plus 500 we're looking at.
I gotta put together that too this week.
Yep. My last, and I'll go first.
Anytime touchdown?
Yep, that's what I'm going.
I got one.
I'm going back to my well of Justin Jefferson.
Ooh.
Give me Jay Jetta.
Very good against the Lions in his career. Very good.
I know. Didn't he last time he put up like 225?
Yeah, a ton.
Yeah.
And he set the record the first time, but he's very good against them. Accepts the challenge. I'm gonna go against the Packers here because high scoring game, I think.
100%.
And Nico Collins is out. I saw him last week playing good again. He's getting the ball a lot. Tank Dell.
God! I thought you were going Diggs.
No. Not doing that. I don't trust him. Tank Dell. He got in the end zone last week. I think he gets in it again. I mean, they could be losing in the game. They'll be throwing a lot.
Hey, our parlay did not hit last week, but both of our picks did get in.
There you go.
I'm not blaming the guests there. I'm not blaming the guests. But we did. We are on a hot streak of 1. Okay.
Here's a good question.
Nick Chubb. Oh my God.
Against the Bengals have been leaky at best until they played Daniel Jones. But I don't know how. See that the only thing that scares me. Yes, I could see him in the red zone getting a touch like at the goal line. Yep. But how much are they going to really play him? Is he going to be full go? I'm just not sold after last year.
Do you want to know what the book says?
What does it say?
Plus 120.
Okay, so they really think he's going to get the ball at the goal.
Yeah.
See, but I don't want to bet that at plus 120 because
nor do I. If I was hoping like a plus 280. Plus
if I'm getting the twos, if I was getting twos, sure, yeah, it's worth it. He's the best back there by a mile.
Yeah. For example, Pierre Strong Jr. is plus 240 to score a touchdown. Yeah, exactly. Not much, but an emotional touchdown. Here's my problem with that. Are they going to get to the fucking red zone? They are committed to Deshaun. I like Massages Watson. That guy sucks.
He's so bad.
I can't
That's the
fathom.
point.
I can't fathom them getting close enough to score a touchdown, to have a goal line look at the 2 or 3.
Correct.
I just can't fathom that.
Like if they get to the red zone, they're stalling.
Let's see who is the
They are
big.
disaster.
Who's the Jerry Jeudy, the Browns' number 1 wide receiver now after trading away Coop, plus 350 to score a touchdown. That's their number 1 wide receiver, plus 350 to score a touchdown.
That's bad. Yeah, that'll explain it. So does that, when you say these lines, I feel like
as soon as possible.
I feel like we should just be hammering the Bengals this weekend.
Yeah,
like after saying all that.
Yeah, man.
I don't like betting on the Bengals because they've been shaky.
They burned me. They're -5.5.
But if you look at the quarterback difference, Watson is like.
Not only that, the Browns got rid of their number 1 wide receiver this week.
I know.
Yeah, right, exactly. I could fucking
add it to my card. Add it to my card. Bengals.
Yeah, but the Bengals defense is bad. But I don't think it
care.
matters because they're putting
touchdown now. It's that.
Yeah,
it's
right
that
now. Yeah, exactly. Tell me, snap of finger. Who do you trust more, Deshaun Watson at quarterback or Bengals defense?
Bengals
defense.
Bengals defense. Yeah. Like I trust everyone.
It's a fair point that the Bengals are dog shit.
Massages. I'll trust any player on the Bengals defense more. Like you name it, I trust the Bengals defense more.
Yeah, because that pass rush could still get to him. they still got Trey. Like, yeah,
no, man, I think add it. Just see, this is how I figure this stuff out.
We just talk about it. We go, yeah, I fucking like that. Add it.
Like, yeah, Deshaun Watson is a joke.
Awful.
Yes.
That is tough, man.
All right, awesome. I think I can get back on the winning ways this week, hopefully.
Yeah.
That anytime touchdown thing's happening.
I was 4-2 last week. You were 2-4.
Yeah.
My week 1 was bad.
I will tell everyone I started 9-1 in this. Started 9-1. Then it.
Oh yeah, you were top dog when that was happening.
Yeah, I was great, but
hey, it happens. Good day. Right. It's to me a good day of football. Can't wait.
Yes, it is.
That is going to do it from us at MB3. You can follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, Coach_Gets. You name it, we're there. Apple, Spotify podcast. This episode will be up later tonight if you want to go back and listen to any of our segments, or you can rewatch it on any of our live platforms of Twitch, YouTube, or Facebook. We are pumping out some content. We had a good clip go out right before the show started at 7 over on TikTok at MB3Pod about a guy that came into our chat talking about some glazed honey buns. We don't know who he is. We'll find out. We'll find out who Alfredo is. He might go on. He might go on the MB3 Wall of Fame. He just might have to because it's Alfredo. But that will do it. We will be back next week, probably definitely not Monday unless we can get it in early. But I assume you work on Monday?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, and then you're going to the game. So probably a Tuesday, Thursday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Wednesday, Thursday, something like that.
Wednesday's a good day.
Yeah, so we might maybe even or possibly we do a Wednesday, Friday type beat.
I got a wedding on Friday.
And you're gone or something. So
I fly on Thursday. Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe we even do just a super long episode on Wednesday and just do one. That's a possibility. Or yeah, I don't know. We'll figure something out.
We'll be back.
Or even Tuesday, Wednesday, possibly. I don't fucking know. We'll talk. Need a sub sounds like maybe.
There you go. Get involved.
Maybe that's how you get involved. You stay involved. But yeah, so I'll put that on the Facebook. Go follow all of our socials. Find our good clips. Tell us what sucks, what doesn't suck, all that good stuff. I will see you later. Let's go defense. No points.
Yeah. See ya.
See you later.
only thing with the White Sox, I say they've been coasting into the playoffs, and Tampa Bay's been having to win. It just depends on who gets hot.
The Philadelphia Eagles do have an opportunity.
To be honest, I thought you were going to say the Atlanta Falcons.
No, fuck no.
Oh god, yeah, that would have been warranted.
Paul George to show up again, and they need Reggie Jackson to be the best point guard left standing outside of Trae Young, who's hurt.